advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Foreman from 17 yards out.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Campbell.
Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first and 10, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, they run with Campbell. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 7-7, our score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From the 50, Newton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They run on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. He finds his man Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
They go up the middle with Campbell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in the sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, Mahomes looking downfield for Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now it's Mahomes again. Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Holding offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Let's think about this stage in the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here. Because I'm guaranteed the play caller's like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
They're picking up the first down. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
options galore here. Second and a few inches. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Mahomes. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense, down 20-10, a little over 80 ticks to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Out to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drive
times from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The tight end in motion right. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble, and they did. Took it the other way for a score, and now for the offensive team, it will take a miracle perhaps to win this ball game.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle. They'll wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.